uncovering hidden truths and ongoing conflicts surrounding the Epstein files in Washington.
I told you I'm over it.
No, but we need to keep them going.
Okay, y'all. Golly.
They can't let that die.
They can't. You're right.
They can't let that die.
That's true. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Cause that's something they be trying to sweep under the rug, and it's like,
no, we need to do this. Did you hear Hunter Biden was talking the other day? She done opened the door and came back.
Wow.
Oh my God!
She heard somebody was up there. She thought somebody.
Oh, she heard the door, the doorbell.
She thought somebody new was in here.
So y'all, this comes from the Associated Press. It says House Speaker Mike Johnson, suspect, is rebuffing pressure to act on an investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. You know, he's the one who called on the investigation. Instead of sending members home early for a month-long break from Washington after this week's legislative agenda was upended by the Republican members who are clamoring for a vote, Johnson, a Republican from Louisiana, said Tuesday morning that he wants to give the White House space, quote unquote, to release the Epstein information on its own, despite the bipartisan push for the legislation that aims to force the release of more documents.
Man, what are you talking about, bruh?
Well, I'm going to tell you what he said. He goes, there's no purpose for Congress to push an administration to do something they're already doing, Johnson said in his weekly press conference last week before lawmakers departed Washington on Wednesday.
What is he talking? Put a fire under their ass. Why? What do you mean? That's like, I told these people to move out last week, but there's no pressure to put it on them to do it, even though I told them last week to move out. They still in there. Well, why ain't you going to put pressure on them?
Well, you know what they just did today, right?
What
they released the Martin Luther King file today.
Oh, yeah.
And you know why they did that?
I mean,
you know why they did that, right? To see if the public reaction is going to be.
Well, look,
to figure out whether or not
Epstein.
Yeah.
And we want the Epstein files.
Yeah, I got bugs flying around in my room. I do. These little gnat things. I know where they come from.
These are drones, man.
What you mean?
Government's
you know what? They could be, though. Let me look at the one I just killed. Oh, my God. No. Y'all, it says the speaker's stance did little to alleviate the intra-party turmoil unfolding on Capitol Hill, as many of President Donald Trump's supporters demand that the administration meet its promise to publicly release a full accounting of what sex trafficking investigation into Epstein. Pam Bondi said the other day, y'all don't want to see this file because the videos ain't nothing but child pornography. Starring who?
Yeah, exactly. With who?
She shouldn't have never said that. That's how this whole thing blew up. Because
what happened to the children? Where are the children?
They grown now.
Yeah, but where are they?
I've seen a couple of women on like ABC News and shit like that. I've seen them on there.
So they don't want to talk about anybody.
Well, they got to be subpoenaed, and they don't want to sue nobody. I mean, they not trying to. I don't know what's happening with these people.
And there's just a lot of red tape here. Let's get to the bottom of this list.
It says the public is not going to let this die.
Nope.
And rightfully so, said Rep. Ralph Norman, a South Carolina Republican. The dynamic left Johnson with slipping control of his Republican conference and several crucial committees. Even before Johnson spoke Tuesday morning, a Republican-controlled subcommittee of the House Committee on Oversight was advancing a resolution to subpoena Epstein's former girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, for a deposition. Yeah, she need to come talk. All of them need to come talk.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the reason why they didn't let Jasmine Crockett get the head position down there to that department. This is the reason why.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, y'all, white people. No, y'all fuck shit y'all doing up down here to everybody. Oh, goodness. I can't wait till Americans wake up. When they do, it's going to be wild and crazy.
It's going to be way too late.
I know. Because they're just doing this shit right in front of everybody. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for... Whoa, that's not it. You didn't tell me it was a video to this? Okay. Y'all, watch this first.
The Jeffrey Epstein case has brought all business in the House of Representatives to a halt.
There's no purpose for Congress to push an administration to do something that they're already doing. And so this is for political games.
But Republicans don't see it as political games, especially those in Trump's MAGA base. It's why some GOP lawmakers here are trying to push for the release of these Epstein files, Even the Oversight Committee, led by Republicans today, actually plans to subpoena Ghislaine Maxwell, an Epstein associate. And it's why Speaker Mike Johnson is sending all members home to avoid taking tough votes.
They're running out of town because it's clear the speaker believes that their membership in the Republican caucus over there is so fragile that they cannot withstand simple debate, discussion about the topic of Jeffrey Epstein.
The House has a Rules Committee. Think of it as the first stop before any piece of legislation or any bill can make it to the floor for a vote from all 435 members of the House. So Democrats on that committee have promised Republicans to keep forcing tough votes related to Jeffrey Epstein.
It's one thing about this lady I don't like already. She's walking down this shit with a suit on with tennis shoes. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it. Oh my goodness.
I'm like, girl, we can see your feet. You ain't supposed to be like this at work, girl.
Of votes related to Jeffrey Epstein and forcing the administration's hand on those files.
We all understand that the America First agenda and the American people are best served by putting an end to the Democrats' sideshows.
To stop that from happening, Republicans are just not voting on any rules for any legislation, whether it's related to Jeffrey Epstein or not. And they're heading home until September.
Y'all, Mike Johnson is so conservative that he don't even look like a real person. Like, he's so conservative. Like, it's like, what? I can't even see him being real.
The Jeffrey Epstein case has
That's what conservatism look like.
Names.
But Republicans
Y'all tripping. All right, guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for Boom the Kim K Slam. I hate doing that, you know.
Nah, that's cool though. I like that.
You do?
Yeah.
I think it's so juvenile.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like it.
Okay, well, okay. Y'all, Malcolm Jamal Warner, you know you don't get no slam on Good and Crazy News. Your ancestor now, rest in power. Trump and drag queens. Little boy, I hope you get everything you need from these officers at whatever police department that was. Where's Ben Crump at? I hope Ben Crump is down there already. Donald Trump, Sean Kingston, mama, that ain't. Come on, bro. At least she's getting deported to Jamaica.
All right, a vacation.
Right.
Hey,
You know, it's not like she.
I wouldn't
going
be
back,
half mad either.
You know, like
Deport me next.
Go back to healthy food. Okay.
Right. Clean air.
Right. Go back to sunny shores and beaches. Go back to that. Go back to picking fruit off the damn tree. Okay? Go back to picking your own potatoes out the yard to eat. Go back to that. Go back to fishing right out the ocean and eating that shit right there. Go back to that.